It could work. I just don't know. But we'll see. Alright guys, welcome back to T-Bone Southern Ride. I'm T-Bone. If you're new, welcome on in. If you're been around for a while, then welcome back. Glad you're here. Hope you keep enjoying my content. Today I'm gonna try something, guys. I've been noticing that some of the other content creators on YouTube will shoot a video and they'll shoot it over 2-3 days, sometimes 4 days before they edit it, convert it, and upload it. So I've always I've had videos in the past that have went a couple of days, but this will be something new for me to try. And I'm leaving work now. Of course, I work for the rec department. I keep up the soccer side. I have 8 soccer fields to do, and painting and all that good stuff. But I noticed that sometimes they even record going to work, and they just try to get their content in wherever they can get it. I'm not so sure about the going to work, getting content, simply because when I go to work, like this morning, I mean, I clock in at 6 o'clock in the morning, and at 5:45, I don't think the GoPro would pick up enough for you guys to be able to see anything. So I'm going to try this to see how it does in the evening after I get off work and see what happens. But just, it'll kind of be random, I guess. Nothing really major going on right now, just other than riding and enjoying that. Oh. Now we're past the first holiday of the season. Next we get to the 4th of July. Be getting into June, and the 4th of July coming on pretty soon, here in another month. And guys, I'm excited because when the 4th of July gets here, I always take vacation during that week. So I'm going to try, knock on wood, if nothing goes wrong, I'm going to try that week to put some content together, some good content. I hope y'all enjoyed the off-roading with T-Bone video that I uploaded. It'll for sure be out before this video will, because I try to keep them in a sequence. That's why after I made the video and shot the post out on Facebook about the bike show being canceled, a couple of my videos afterwards, you still heard me mention the bike show and stuff, but I try to shoot them in the sequence. I try to put them out in a sequence. But right now, guys, just enjoying the cool breeze. So I'm going to go ahead and quit talking and just let you guys go with me for the ride. this might be a good time too, guys. Going down Damascus Road. Locals here will know that this is the road that's outside West Fannin Elementary School, but I love to ride this circle. This actually isn't considered to be the circle, but it does circle back over the highway, old Highway 5. And I thought this would be a good evening just to kind of take the long way around to the house and let y'all just kind of enjoy this little part of this ride with me. And again, guys, I love riding these shorter roads and doing videos on them, because I know a lot of times when you're frustrated and you're trying to find a place to ride, it's aggravating sometimes because you just can't figure where you want to be or where you want to go, or sometimes you don't want to do a 100-mile, 200-mile ride. You just want to do some kind of quick, simple, just to get out and blow off some steam kind of ride. But that's kind of what these roads are. I'll link 5-6 roads together, and usually they make a big circle, and an hour and a half just kind of easing along, not really being in no hurry. Get to see beautiful country out in the woods. I don't know if they're coming in on the camera, but the cicadas are flying back and forth across the road. And me and R1 was riding yesterday looking for, well, we were riding for enjoyment, but I was also looking for places to shoot content, and found a place, and I'll be excited to bring that to you here pretty soon. Me and her are going to go back, and I'm going to put R1's view into that video. She's going to have a camera behind me, but man, one of those cicadas hit somewhere. It hit my mirror on the left side, or hit the clutch lever, or somewhere. That thing exploded, guys. It was like a bomb went off. I had cicada guts everywhere, which I know isn't very attractive, but man, those things are juicy, I'll tell you what. But Damascus Road here, guys, it just kind of circles around in itself. You cut in there by the dollar store, and a lot of times people don't go down these roads because they don't know where they go. And people who have lived here, or 20 years or their whole life, may not know where these roads go. But I'm not going to take Damascus all the way back. I'm going to turn off onto another road up here that I like. Kind of gets me back over closer to home. Like I said, just plenty to look at. Just home. I mean, wherever you live, I mean, I'm sure you've got your favorite spots where you live that you just like to get out and take a ride, and it's just your home. And that's kind of the way I feel about all my back roads here, because most of the time I know of somebody who lives on every road. The Birdman, some of you guys who may have remember listening to US 101 back in the day, or KZ 106 sometimes, locals here will remember the Birdman on US 101. He actually lives back there on Damascus Road. And then going down this road here, and I can't never remember the name of this road, I'll tell you, but Brother Terry Ross lives right there. Need to swing in there and see Brother Terry. He's on Facebook. If you're watching this, Brother Terry, I'm going to swing in and see you soon. Get a little time to swing in, hang out for a few minutes. Terry's a good guy. He's one of those guys that's, I don't know if y'all heard that thump, but I felt that thump. It was a cicada just hit me in the helmet. But Brother Terry, he's just a real nice guy. Very Christian. Always wishing me a good day and blessing me and everything else, and just a good guy. But these are just fun little roads, guys. I'll be coming off to this road. I'll be cutting on to Goss Road, I think it is. It's still Goss, I think, on this side. I'll have to look and see. But I'll be going down to what they call Stiles Road. But The Stiles Road, guys, if you get to riding on Stiles Road, it's only been paved just a couple, 2 or 3 years. But man, it's got some serious curves in it. So if you decide you want to go ride Stiles Road, just keep that in mind. It's got some seriously sharp curves in it and very congested residential area. But we're coming to the end of the road down here. A couple of big sheepdog in this field right here on the right. I don't know if we'll get to see them today. They usually hang out right there because there's some goats and sheeps in that field. Hamby Road is the name of this road. Hamby, okay. But big old dogs. Turning off here, and like I said, this I still believe this is considered to be, it's either a little Goss Road or this might be Lick Skillet. It may be Lick Skillet, but headed down here just a little ways, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stop talking and I'm just going to record Stiles Road. Okay, so what I actually think I said was it could work. I didn't say that it would work. As you can see, it's several days later. Trying to do the experiment of can T-bone record content over the course of a week and have it ready to go for upload. And it's still possible that it could work, only I picked the wrong week to make it work. Rain, appointments, nothing really lined up for me to actually make it work this week, but here we are, and we're going to finish hopefully getting the content today for this video, because I've got a lot of other things going on, but I kind of wanted to add a little bit, because if you've watched the T-Bone and the ET's video that I put out, then I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to explain a little bit, just a little bit about that. And the first thing I want to say is I would never try to force anyone into believing anything that I believe, you know. And I know people who, you know, don't believe in God. I mean, they just, not that they're devil worshippers or anything of the sort, they just don't subscribe to it. And does that mean I hate them, and does that mean I don't want to be their friend? Absolutely not. You know, and I think that that's kind of one of the things that I want to touch on here just a little bit for this content is we can like different things, and we don't have to agree about everything, but we can still be friends. That kind of, you know, that kind of comes along with being an adult. We can all have different opinions about stuff, and more than not, most of the time, we are going to have different opinions about things. I'm not going to believe what you believe and every time, and you're not going to believe what I believe every time. But you know, it's kind of one of the things that we have the right to explore here is the right to our own opinion, a right to what we believe in. And you know, and I've heard Christians just go full bore, hardcore, you know, trying to just force somebody to believe what they believe, and that's, you know, that's not a right way to do things, guys. And I know there's a lot of Christians out there who will agree with what I'm going to say here. You know, God, and as I've said before, I very much believe in God, absolutely. But God pretty well much allows each human being the right to choose. You choose Christ. You know, you choose to live your life as a Christian. You choose to not believe. I mean, there's certainly a choice that you're allowed to make. You know, and because even the Bible teaches you, the Bible tells you very clearly, choose this day whom you will serve. You know, and it's a choice. But like I said, I just kind of wanted to touch on that just a little bit, because, you know, we're adults, guys. I don't have to believe and subscribe to what you believe in. You don't have to believe and subscribe to what I believe in. And you know, we're still gonna like each other. We're still gonna be friends. You know, I'm not gonna just chop you down because of it. And I expect the same courtesy. I expect that if you don't believe something that I'm believe in, or something I subscribe to, okay, you say, well then, okay, that's T-Bone's opinion, and really it's none of my business. It's what he believes in. It's his opinion. Does that mean I'm not going to be his friend or not like him? Then absolutely not. Because I got a lot of friends, guys, that and family that I love them, but I don't agree in what they do, and I don't agree in how they live. But that doesn't mean I don't love them. You know, that just means that you know, there's stuff I don't like. but it's their choice. And I do things that a lot of my family don't like, I'm sure, and a lot of my friends don't like. You know, I've been told that I come off a little bit stiff, that, you know, I'm a little bit cold toward people sometimes, or I don't warm up to people right off the bat. I'm just a standoff kind of guy, because when I first meet people, and to know why I'm this way, to know what makes me this way, you would have to know me my whole life. And to know me my whole life, you would understand, you know, why I'm a little bit standoffish in the beginning. I kind of stand back and I take people in, I listen to what they say, listen to what they subscribe to, and yeah, it's true, guys, I don't warm up to people right out of the gate, and that's just the way I've always been. You know, I would rather take time to get to know someone, to understand what they're about, because you know, a lot of times, and you've heard this your whole life, and you may even say this yourself in passing, but usually the first impression that I get of somebody, and I'm a pretty good judge of character, the first impression I usually get of a person, good, bad, or indifferent, is usually the right impression. Now, I'm usually pretty well much spot on, and that's just because, you know, I've been a very social person most of my life. Some people, and there's been very few people in my life that I have just warmed up to immediately, that I instantly liked them. And there have been people, but it's been few and far in between, that I just immediately liked them. You know, and that's nothing against nobody. That's just kind of, you know, I'm just telling you the way I am and the way I see things. But, you know, here we are, guys. It's, you know, it's 2021, and it's time for the world to start being adult-like, you know, and this whole thing, I've never talked too much about it. This whole cancel culture situation, you know, if you don't like it, just erase it. That, you know, I'm not for that. I think that, you know, a statue never done anything to anybody. You know, and then you go back, now they've torn all these statues down around the South and really around the world. It's not just in this country. And you kind of want to go back after all that's been completed and say, okay, now I'm tired of dodging cicadas. That, geez, that thing was huge. But anyway, you kind of want to ask them, okay, now do you feel better? How did taking down that statue improve your life? How did it improve your understanding of history? And here's the things, guys. Whether you take a statue down or not, history is history. And I'm a historical person. I'm a history buff. Any historical, I'm for anything historical. You know, is it a bad history that we've had? Yeah. You know, our history has been littered with a lot of meanness and a lot of badness, and, you know, a lot of people who were just bigoted and racist, but you know, nobody alive today has been a slave, and nobody alive today, as far as I know, at least in this country, has owned a slave. So cancel culture, just, you know, and this is kind of an old saying, facts, the truth, factual statements, facts don't care about your feelings. Facts do not care if they hurt your feelings, because the facts are the facts. The truth, and my dad used to say this, my grandpa used to say this, and maybe you've heard this in your life, that my dad used to say, you know, the truth will stand when the world's on fire. And, you know, that kind of sums it up. That kind of tells you that, yeah, you know, the truth, you can try to manipulate it and change it and add to it and take away from it, but at the end of the day, the truth is still the truth. Just because you don't like it, or it don't fit into your world, or it don't fit into your narrative, doesn't mean that it stops being the truth. There is no your truth or my truth. In my personal opinion, there's just the truth. And you know, we would like to say that we don't have to do this or we don't have to do that, but you know, the bottom line is, guys, that you know, there's certain things you have to do in your life as an adult and as a human. Is everything we do fun? No. I mean, do we like having to be adults all the time? No. I mean, but we still have to be adults. You know, just because we don't like something don't mean it's going to change. You know, kind of goes back to that old saying that the world don't stop turning just for you. And you know, that's pretty well much still that's still the way it is. The world don't stop turning. So, but I just wanted to touch on that just a little bit. You know, I don't want to get into I don't do a lot of political stuff. That's not what I want T-Bone Southern Ride to be about. You know, just because you know, just because you're one way politically, or you know, you don't agree with everything that I agree with, don't mean I'm not going to like you. Basically, that's the point. But I appreciate you guys letting me vent that out and explain that out. But guys, what a day, man! What a beautiful day. Going to be supposedly going to be a beautiful weekend. Plan on getting some good content this weekend. Hopefully bringing you some new next week. A lot going on, guys. And I know this video probably went a little longer than I thought it was going to, but you know, the experiment of shooting every day might not work out for me, because essentially I've got so much stuff going on too that it's hard for me to actually ride a motorcycle to work every day. And that's probably where I'm going to find my biggest hang up in, because I do have to depend on having four wheels a lot of times when I go to work. But I wanted to get this video shot, guys, so if you're new, welcome on in. Like I said before, if you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, help me out on YouTube. If you don't care, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, let you know every time I drop a new video, and tell a friend about me. If you like what I'm doing here and you subscribe to me, and you know, feel free, if you're on Facebook, like, comment, share my videos, comment if I'm doing something you like, tell me. If I'm doing something you don't like, tell me. Your feedback, guys, matters. Your feedback on these platforms is what helps me decide in what direction I'm going to swim the channel. So yeah, I mean, take a minute, do that. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, because I've got a ton of other stuff to get done before tomorrow gets here. So do all the things, and guys, I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. And for whatever reason, man, the cicadas are in the road. They're like flying in the road. They're not like flying among the trees. All right, guys, thank you. Thanks for watching. Till the next time, I'm T-Bone, and this has been The Southern Ride.